Lucy Quest, Episode 10, The Legion of Doom. Rom and Punchy arrived back at the house. Hi, he said with a sheepish grin on his face. Everyone stormed the front end of the house. Where the hell have you been? You ninja looter? You goddamn ninja looter? You fucking ninja looter? Letty said out loud, berating him with her umbrella. It wasn't going to really rain outside, but she had it with her anyways, hitting him on the head. What's up with that? Punchy girl intervened. Hey, it's not like what you think here. It's not. He had to get candy. He had to get candy. Really? Ojin said, looking at him. Well, yeah, I mean, it's kind of like when you need to get birdseed, don't you leave every time? It's true. So, hey, by the way, I looked at the sealed note. He handed it back to them. It's got a Diablo symbol on it. I think you're going to need to take it to Decker. Oh, man. Decker? Is he even in the game? Yeah, he's in Stormwind. Oh, well, that's weird. Wait, how do we get to Stormwind? Oh, I can get you that, DJ said, climbing up, standing up from the table, eating a huge plate of bronze. I mean, I'm the only one that can get us there if you think about it. DJ had secretly been a double agent, originally with the Horde, but then with the Alliance and back with the Horde again. This is one of the reasons why he was exalted with all the factions in the game. It's quite easy, really. Take you over to Stormwind. I can only take one of you. See? Want to come with me? Let's go to Stormwind. Talk to Decker. Huh? Hello? Hello, Z? Z? She said. Z was downing a huge bottle of OJ in the fridge. She tried to climb in the fridge at the same time. She didn't want anyone to see her that she was binging on the OJ. Well, yeah. Sure, let's do it. She loved OJ. Especially with like spiked vodka or something like that in it. You gonna take the OJ upstairs? Rom said, staring at her. Maybe. I mean, right now, you're in question, not in me. I can do anything I want, whereas you have been bad. He looked away. It's true. He zapped out of there and everything and left. And since when can you port out of the game in real life into real places? Rom shrugged his shoulders. I don't know. Came with an essence. She sighed and looked at the floor, knowing that she had to work on her cloak and her heart of Azeroth, all her essences. She said with a big sigh, playing her feet in the sandbox that she brought in from the outside. She just liked to dangle her feet in it. Huh. Well, okay. Ram yawned. Guys, I'm exhausted. It's crazy. Punch, let's go upstairs and, you know what I'm saying? He gave her the twinkle of the eye. Punchy was like, yeah, I'll read upstairs with you. Together, they both went upstairs, went into the room, fell asleep. DJ looked at the note. Sure does have a symbol of Decker on it. Shouldn't be too bad. Just gotta go to Stormwind. And look at those people there. I was Alliance once, you know. Ha-ha, hee-hee. You know, that's what they say, really. You know? What do you mean they say ha-ha, it's hee-hee? Oj instead, looking up at him. It's just what they say. You know, just like you do that hut thing. You mean hut? That's different. That's purely a me thing. Let's get online then. Let's make haste, you know what I'm saying? E and Z logged in. Meanwhile, Dolph and Letty looked at each other. Time for Battlegrounds? Battlegrounds, bitch. Let's do this. They decided to get in and get some PvP in. Lately, Letty's been playing her Hunter a lot. Viv. Dolph said over and over. It's just Viv, she said. Dolph nodded. Whatever, son. I'm not your son. They stood opposing sides on the round table and logged into their game. Meanwhile, Ojin was downstairs discussing things with Kara. Well, I mean, what do you want to do? Kara didn't say that much. She said mostly things in hand symbols and drew things. She would draw on a little white pad with showing her expressions. Okay, well, wait a minute. That looks like a bear walking through a tunnel with a torch. She scribbled it. She drew another sketch and showed it to him. Oh, you want to go ziplining in Dead Pass Gorge? Yeah, let's do that. He was excited. I love ziplining. They went online and logged in. Dead Pass Gorge had recently blossomed into a beautiful valley. It had a wonderful, village in there and lakes, and you could fish and stuff. But the coolest thing about the zone is you could zip line through. It's something that Kara loved to do. She grabbed his hand as soon as he zoned in. They went over. Kara looked at him and then looked at the Viewmaster, the vendor holding the thing. He looked at it. It was 10,000 gold to zip line. It's 10,000. Kara looked at him again. Yeah. Yeah, you pay the fee. Together they went ziplining down and through the gorge, having a blast. Meanwhile, back in Stormwind, Z and DJ were heading up to the entrance. Just let me do the talking here, as you know, I'm a bit European and stuff. Z just nodded. She felt uncomfortable. An undead, death knight, really dead person walking through a door with full live people. This really is not going to go well for me, you know that. No, it's going to be fine. You just try not to look so dead, all right? Just go through, hello, it's good to see you. Hi there, here's my pass. Hello, everyone. How you doing? I'm exalted, if you can see on the back of the card. That says I'm exalted. Yes, that's right. I'd like a salute from you, son. Thank you. All right, thank you very much. Hey, we'd like to go to the library, if that's possible. The guard looked at them, looked at Z, who was clearly undead with bones wrapping her body, and he had 2 ghouls with her. So any possible way you can maybe dismiss the ghouls for now? That might be a little bit awkward going into the library, you know what I'm saying? Love? Hello, love? Love? He clapped his fingers. Z had a strange feeling going on. She wasn't around so many live people all the time, Alliance members. She really wanted to kill someone. Yeah, hold on a second. She dismissed her ghouls. Together they held hands, and he guided her into the library. Decker was hovering over a pile of books. Hello, heroes. Welcome to my library. It was Decker from Diablo. Leah's in the kitchen making a pot pie. How can I help you, young heroes? DJ walked up to Decker. Yeah, I've got the sealed note here, and possibly you could look at DJ. It's good to see you, my boy. I remember back in the day when you were just a wee whim. You used to swim in a little bucket of water. Do you remember? C was infatuated with these stories. You swam in a bucket of water, she said, looking at him. I can't really explain it. I was smaller back then, shaman. We kind of related to the octopi, and then we kind of move up there. Like, whatever. Look, we really got to look at the note. Is there any way you can look at the fine print of the note? We need to find out what's going on here with this note. Really lovely library indeed. I really do like it. But the note. Oh, let me look at it. Young heroes. He looked at Z. Young undead. DJ, your friend seems to be quite dead. It's usually kind of scary for me. Should I be of concern? No. DJ said, not really at all. She's quite nice. She's just a friend of mine. She's cosplaying today. She's going to a fair later. We're going to a big event. And she's going as a... Z interrupted him. A death knight. I'm going as a death knight. They're really quite popular, she said, trying to smile. Her skulls in the room started to get really dark and ugly, and just like demons were coming out of the shadows. This is an effect that Z had when she was anxious. She could turn any environment into like a hellish landscape. Sorry, she said, trying to calm herself. DJ turned to her. Maybe you should maybe work on your breathing right now. That might be really nice. We really cannot afford to make the library a doomed landscape. You know what I'm saying? She tried. She did some breathing. Okay. Right, Decker. So, about that sealed letter note. Yes, DJ, all right. Yes, this is indeed a fact, a sealed letter. Yes, I know, I've been trying to tell you that. Is there any way you can possibly open it, John Decker boy? You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? He kept on looking him straight in the eye. Meanwhile, in the battlegrounds, Dolph and Letty had stood over a dead human mage. Dolph was berating the dead mage on the ground. Yeah, son, that's what you get. That is what you get. You know what I'm saying? Letty was getting up, sitting down on the body. Getting up, sitting back down on the body. Getting up, sitting back down on the body. They had their eyes peeled. In the battleground, there was furious battles all around them. They usually stayed together, had a lot of fun together. Toph was like, all right, okay, this is what I think we should do. We could do something amazing here. I'm going to go right, you're going to go left. They were staring at an open field. Didn't really matter who went right or who went left. But Viv looked at him and said, yeah, let's do this. And together, they both went right. Meanwhile, back in the gorge, Kara was screaming down a valley gorge on ziplining. She was screaming and holding up pictures. She would scribble a face that looked like somebody was screaming and throw it back at him. Then scribble another face, looked like someone screaming, and throw it back at him. He kept on capturing the notes in the air and opening them up and then laughing. Yeah, that's funny. They had a great time going back and forth. It was $10,000 a ride. He had done 6 trips. Ojin was running out of money fast, but he really, really, really wanted to just keep having fun. Eventually, he got off the ride and ran into a Tauren. The Tauren brushed against him. What you spell is bud. Immediately threatened OJ. OJ. Keep calling him OJ. OJ went into his fight stance. Started RP walking back and forth in front of the Tauren. Yeah, you want some of this? Huh? You want some of this? You what you got? The Tauren towered over him and took off a giant tree stump from his back. It was like a huge battering ram. It would basically crush Ojin like a bug, but Ojin didn't fester. He didn't break it. Yeah, what do you got at that tree, huh? What are you going to do with that tree, huh? You going to play with that tree at me, huh? He was ready to pick a fight. He was doing anything he could to stop spending money on these enormously expensive ziplining rides. Meanwhile, with Decker, DJ, and Z were looking at the open sealed note. Behold, I've opened it for you. Looks like it's so... Oh, it's a declaration of doom, apparently. From the Legion of Doom. Have you heard of this? DJ nodded. Oh, I think I've heard that once or twice. It's quite bad, isn't it? Yes, it's a quest. You have to go and defeat the Legion of Doom. The 7 deadly heroes of Doom. They're basically really bad bosses. Basically 7 world bosses. You should be fine, DJ. You're quite so strong now. You're so big. Decker started grabbing his arm, holding it close. DJ had flashes of memories in the past. He broke away quickly. Right then, Decker, it's good to see you. I think me and my dead friend have got to go. And he's grabbed Z and started walking out of the library. Goodbye, young man. I enjoyed playing with you as a child. Decker said as he ran Stormwind. DJ was a little shaken. His pulse was running fast. Z could feel that. Basically because she could feel heartbeats everywhere. It was her mission to basically stop them. Wow, your heartbeat is really fast. What's going on? So I've got a lot of bad memories there. You know, I mean, it wasn't a great time with Decker. I mean, it was for a while, but Leah went through a whole lot of problems. And, Diablo and all that. It's complicated. I can't really talk about it right now. So they went back. They got carded on the way out of Stormwind. Can I see your card? You're here with your dead friend, is that right? Right then. Yeah, we were just at the library, and quite nice. Have you been to the library, perhaps? No, I haven't. Just need to see your card, please. Right. Well, I am exalted. All factions, by the way. He showed his multipass power. He showed his multipass, like the one from the Fifth Element. Yeah, I know. I see that it says you're exalted, but it's your current faction right now. Oh, right. My current faction. Right now, you mean? Yeah, we need to know that before we can let you out. See, was getting antsy. She could tell the guards were about to approach her. She was starting to get a little jacked up. Right, my current faction now. Is that what you meant? Or you meant my faction back when I got my exalted status? You know, I did get exalted status. I had to kill a lot of boss for this. Have you had to kill Hoggy 400 times? Oh, I did. I did a lot of things for you back then. Back for the Alliance back then when I played... Oh, never mind. You played what? What's your faction now, sir? More guards appeared. Zombie started to get restless. DJ tried everything to distract them. Anyone want a prawn? Prawn, anyone? He started passing out prawns to the guards. They were really good. Oh, these are really good. Good prawns. And one of them couldn't help notice his bucket on his bucket offhand. What, Is that a bucket? Yeah, yes, it is. You'd like to see it. To examine my bucket, perhaps. He started handing them the bucket so they could look at it. In a way, they pushed through the guards and got on the opposite end of them, ready to run. GJ grabbed the bucket and said, "Well, it's really great seeing you. Enjoy the prawns." At that moment, Zee couldn't hold off any longer. She raised an army of the dead right behind them, 400 skeletons. Really sorry about this. They slaughtered the guards. Back at the house, Dolph and Letty were downing a cold beer. They had slaughtered tons of alliance in the battlegrounds. And while they lost all the games they played, it was still fun. Dolph had his feet high up on the couch, reminiscing the fight. Yeah, man, you just got to get those healers, you know? But that was amazing. Letty agreed. That was amazing. She was really hungry for OJ, or for orange juice, but there wasn't any. God damn it. She decided to get a White Claw instead. They had a White Claw vending machine toward the back of the house. She loaded up the quarters and got a couple more White Claws. They were super tasty. DJ and Zee came downstairs. Well, we got the information from Decca. Zee nodded. Yeah, that was a little bit weird. Apparently, DJ and Decker go. You don't have to tell them that. You could just keep that to yourself. They shut up. Rome came downstairs as well with Punchy. Oh man, I had a great nap. What's going on? Just said. Ojin and Kura came downstairs as well. Well, that was the best 100,000 gold I ever spent, he said, trying to keep a smiling face, knowing for sure he was totally in debt. Kara wrote a smiley face on a notepad and showed it to everybody that she was happy. Because she's quiet, So everyone smiled and gathered around in a big drum circle. All right, let's do this. Break out them drums, Dobbs said. Boom, da-da-dum, ba-dum. They started to do a drum circle to try to relax. Oh, what'd you find out about that note? Oh yeah, it's the a Legion of Doom. Ojin broke off the drum circle. Legion of Doom? Are you serious? It's the Legion of Doom quest? Yeah, that's what it says here. So going to be a problem? Legion of Doom? Oh man, I didn't know. He went and grabbed it, rustled through his things. Ah, shit. Dude, I did not know this at all. He had a little beacon, he had a little pager in the bottom of his trunk with all his materials and clothes, and he had keyboards and tons of notebooks because he wrote poetry. But there was a pager on the bottom. It said Legion of Doom. It had been beeping for days. Oh man, I'm gonna have to go. Wait, what does this mean exactly? So he looked at him. Are you one of the world bosses in the Legion of Doom? Ojin looked around the room. I signed up for it early. It's the only way I could get an initial loan. I didn't have any money at the time. Oh, that's great. So we had to fight you? I don't think so. And besides, you could take me maybe. He had to go. He had to log in the game or report into Legion of Doom and figure out which world boss he was going to be. Well, that is really weird. Letty let out a sigh. Well, I've been looking forward to killing him for a long time. So he nodded. I agree. I think it could be really fun to kill Ojin. Dolph also agreed. That's amazing. And that's the end of the scene.